O fate-saddled child, O anguished traveler, O thou who art seared with bitterness, O thou anguished traveler, O lodestar who wanders in solemn duty, O thou anguished traveler.
The Halligators.
My name is Iselin Pacelli Majal Hulkenberg.
And that I'm unmuted. That I gotta make sure that I am also unmuted too. Right, okay. There's always something I can get to do. No, we're good here. Okay, let's close that. Right, cool. Anyway, as I was saying while I was muted, double check I can be heard. Yeah, as I was saying while I was muted, starting the exact time I was meant to, would have started if I finished my shift on time, which would have been midnight. It's now 1:30, but I finished at 7 p.m. because work was there, the bar wasn't busy at all, and so I went home and took a nap because I only got an hour or two of sleep last night because reasons I just couldn't sleep, and yeah, so I've done that, woken up, had the nap, I made some mac and cheese and barbecue, honey and barbecue chicken, so I'm eating that a little bit. It's almost finished. And yeah, anyone who was in the last stream will have been caught up with the story. Levan, I believe you are in the stream and you have caught up with the VOD. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and continue with the story. And that is what I said basically while I was muted. Right. Oh yeah, the fucking controller died. Okay, let me go get my cable. Okay. Wow, it didn't hit me. Testing, yeah. Wow, it didn't hit me until we got right up close to it. But this runner is really huge. Oi, over here, keep your heads out of the clouds, will you? Sam! You bumpkins can fawn over the Caradrius all you want later. We won't be flying for a good while anyway, what with the soiree and all.
Huh.
Soiree, what's that? Hey, Baz, how about you don't go telling them anything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now follow me. I'll give you the grand tour. Oh, and a friendly warning. Be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Louise, dead on the spot. Got it? Not shy about making threats. We'll stay on his good side, okay? Let's not taste his patience then, eh? Lord Louise is in the reception room and you don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
Okay. Oh, that's actually fucking massive. That's a warship right there.
Check this out.
This is moving like it's a fucking dungeon. Hold on.
At last.
We've got to seize the first foothold for our infiltration. Soon enough, Louise would be within our grasp.
Indeed.
This runner bears more in common with a castle than a carriage. I can hardly imagine what its interior must be like.
Understood.
It is possible for It is impossible to discern how much trust the brothers will afford us. Keeping our guard up around them will be crucial.
Got it.
And here we are. Go on in.
Leaving.
Don't wander off until you get used to it. This place can be a real maze.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, there's so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected much from Louise's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched. Well, like it or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out. But we're on the same side as all of them for now, so stand tall.
Yet.
Oi! What you need?
Okay.
You're not serious. Oi!
Oh.
You're not serious.
Got it.
The reception room is on the top floor. This lift will get you there.
What in the...
What was that? Happens to everyone. There's some sort of magic-controlled locking mechanism. It keeps the suspicious element out. You know, like the bastards pretending they're grunts when they're actually assassins. Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around? Yep, there's different keys for different areas. Only a select few ranking soldiers have them. You want to walk freely around the runner, then you're going to have to move up our ranks a bit first.
Evidently.
Keys are only given to ranking soldiers, is it? Navigating this place may prove difficult without those in our possession. We will need to acquire them then. Oi, already trading treacherous whispers amongst yourself, eh? Quit with the gossip and get on already.
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. I almost forgot we were inside a gauntlet runner. It's a gauntlet runner with its interior looking so much like a dungeon. Quit looking around so much. Now what have we got here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are our new recruits? Oh, hello. So that's all it took, eh? A little show at the exhibition. Used to be you'd have to prove yourself before you could stand with the Count's men.
No.
They've got Lord Louise's approval. If that's not enough for you, keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What, these pissants? Against me? Please, I'm a bloody sergeant. We could settle this here, right here, right now. They'll be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Oh, leave it out, Xanth. Get your ass back to your post. That's an order.
Understood?
Just get this through your tiny head. Power is everything around here. 1 second. I give you 3 days at most to your run home, tails between your legs.
Seriously.
You're just gonna stand there or you're gonna move. Come on.
Here.
I low-key love these Liverpool bros pulling rank. And this would be Lord Louise's quarters. Just a reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show you a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
All right.
Lord Louise is waiting inside. Enter.
Hey,
Guess that's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula. Be careful, got some sharp eyes about. I'll try. You all stay safe too. See you soon, I hope. Sure would love a voiced cutscene.
A beautiful city, Briarhaven.
Good.
But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you company.
Here we go.
I want to ask this one so much. Because this isn't gonna matter, surely.
So, are you and Juna an item?
All this way, and that is what you ask for.
You watch your damn mouth with Count Louise.
I'll behave,
Stood before me,
Fido.
my guard's spear points at her throat, and declared that if I did not care for her voice, I was free to kill her. And so she sang.
That she would be so reckless.
Surely you've heard her yourselves. Her voice is remarkable, yes, but it is her boldness that intrigues me. Needless to say, she stands at my side. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you'll lose. It might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate.
It's just that...
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide! Is this the other side of that door?
Am I about to get a Gallica gameplay section?
Lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming? Figures they'd show up now. Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, and we thought in case you needed.
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
You mean... Idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place.
What is she holding?
Wonderful. How were these arranged again?
A magic spell?
Is that what I need? Yeah.
The formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big, and now I know where it is.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
Yo, relax.
Gallica. Perhaps we asked too much of her. I hope she's all right.
I'm surprised you're lot left without her.
It seems you're worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to...
Hey Fonz, welcome in. How you doing?
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
Solo?
Have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a mere solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
We'll make it work.
Just have to make it work.
You truly mean that?
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you remember the man we met in Luis's Gauntlet Manor? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
He was rather full of himself, yes? Sergeant Xanth, was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder, he might be in charge of one of the running sectors.
I see.
That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. Alright. I don't get to go outside. Finally, something about the Annex War, but we'll read that in a second because I gotta run ads, so I'll be back in 3 minutes.
Look at that.
Hiya, I'm back. So I took a little while coming back from the ad break because I had to deal with something. Silly people being silly.
Now then.
Now, starting today, we need to work on an infiltration route to Luis's private headquarters. The issue in charge, the issue that was in charge of each area, the ones holding the keys, it would seem they make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? Maybe the simplest option is the best option. Get them alone, beat their key from them, and push forward.
Even so,
if we mean to attack, a short, decisive encounter is the order of the day. If they call for reinforcements, we may not fare so well.
Yes.
Luis's subordinates have attained their ranks through martial prowess. If we wound their pride, negotiation may still be on the table.
I'm a little worried.
This is a challenge unlike we've faced so far. Right, a new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties and the like, or we may end up over our heads. So basically, we just got, time. Unlike previous operations, time is of the essence when infiltrating. You need to keep your battles short, defeating the officers within a certain number of turns. All the officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical. Gather information about them in town, and utilize your quests to strengthen your abilities to give yourself a fighting chance.
Then...
Alright.
Got it.
Before we can secure a route to this headquarters, it sounds like we have to do some digging before the day of the soiree.
Let's focus.
12th of August. So I've got 20 days. A mission with the deadlines begun. Be cautious of storms and inclement weather condition that may occur around Brawlhaven. Meet with the allies in Warship Harbor to infiltrate Louisa's Gauntlet runner. The interior of Louisa's Gauntlet is divided into 4 areas. Crew quarters, starboard, port, and the bridge. You need to obtain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge in the deepest part of the ship. Don't forget, you need to gain access to Louisa's quarters by the day of the soiree.
Let's head there. Oi there!
That's giving, hey, you're gonna need it's giving like, you may not be able to do all of this in one go. All right. Ooh. Also, I still haven't found my remote for the red light. I haven't had time to look for it. So blue lights for now.
All right then.
Oh, what should I do?
This seems like this stream is going to be very much a build ourselves up for stream, or build ourselves up for the dungeon sort of thing. Let's see. Have I seen something before? I do remember seeing an elder boy at the exhibition. They say you've been traveling across the country helping all those in need. If that's true, might I ask for your aid as well? During an training exercise, the guards were ambushed by a human. There were many casualties, especially among the youngest recruits. You do it? Truly, I cannot thank you enough. Medicine is derived. What? This conversation went... I didn't see that line of dialogue. I need a special medicine to save them, but the shop stocks are exhausted and I can't make it myself as it requires ingredients found only within a monster-infested forest. Okay. I need dragon thistleberry. It grows in Gracia Forest. Perhaps it would be wise to learn about the monsters that inhabit the place first.
You can help.
Only 7 of those. Okay.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna take a few days?
And right there's a let's...
It's gonna take a couple of days? All right.
Well met, eh?
Watchtower for wisdom.
I'm just...
Hey, listen.
Incredulous.
Oh, I can do Hulkenbergs as well. Okay. There's the informant.
Want in on this?
Oh, there's so much shit I can buy. Okay. Village trading in Brawlhaven. What can I get here? A village called Inundo, a little ways up north of here. It might look abandoned at first glance, but there's still a lot of shopping to be done around there. Then again, they mostly sell rubbish like rusty weapons and armor. Maybe if you polish them up, you'd find some rare treasures. They also sell Hell's Boiling Bath Bomb, which is a bath salt, mellow milk, as well as toothbrushes, their specialty. That's about all I can think of. Stop by if you're heading in that direction. Okay. Ingredients of Oceania.
Cheers.
A lot of shops in Brawlhaven dealing in rare ingredients. There are even stands selling meat harvested from monsters and such. Other than that, there's the butcher who sells marbled bluefin tuna and briny salt from the water shop. But the only specialty good you can get from the village nearby is really mellow milk. What's rare depends on the person, I suppose. You cook, don't you? Do you? I respect that there's more to you than strength. That reminds me, the younger of the Magnus brothers, his cooking... I've said too much. Forget it. Is it? Huh? Right, before I talk more. Yeah, these two. Okay. Fidelio, Magnus. a high-ranking member of Louise's faction and one of his closest aides, he and his younger brother Basilio I'm just going to call them Basil and Fidel. Or Fido. Known as the Magnus brothers and are highly respected by lesser members of the faction. He has been a trusted aide of Louise since Louise's time in the army, long before the incident at the royal funeral. His being a parapet and a high-ranking position naturally attracted criticism, but he's largely silenced those critics via his many military achievements. Basil, a high-ranking member of Louise's faction, or one of his closest aides, trusts his older brother Fidel, absolutely the brawn half of the Magnus brothers' partnership. He's known as a nearly unstoppable bruiser on the battlefield when paired with his brother. Okay. Annex War. Let's talk about that. Let's finally talk about the Annex War. A series of intermittent conflicts during the latter half of the 6th century of the Uchronian calendar, fought between the countries of Uchronia, Oceania, and Montario until their unification. The war began with hostilities opening against Oceania, and after Uchronia united with Oceania, Montario followed. The largest scale battle fought in the war was between Uchronia and Oceania, called the Battle of Royalhaven. Fierce naval skirmishes broke out around the city with such intensity that they went down in history, passed down orally as valorous and romanticized tales of war. While there were many battles with numerous casualties in Montario as well, they were short and fought far from populated town, giving them less staying power. Even after the annexation, the momentum to seize independence remained throughout Oceania and Montario, and it was not uncommon for skirmishes to erupt. These were a stumbling block for post-war reconstruction and a headache for generations of kings to come. However, within a few years of Louis's rise to prominence in the state army, he had successfully thwarted the rebel factions and repressed the independence movement for the first time since the annexation. And that peace has endured. Okay. Magic. A military Caragirius, a military-grade gauntlet runner that Louis is based out of. The first gauntlet runner in history to achieve sustained flight, it was originally built to be a symbol and flagship of the Royal Army. Aside from being capable of flight, it also boasts a colossal frame as large as a palace, with a soldier crew far larger than most runners could sustain. Though the Crown Theocracy claims that the runner was stolen by Louise, the empty throne means it is currently impossible for anyone to charge him with treason. In fact, many soldiers under Louise do not hesitate to claim that they themselves represent the Royal Army, the true Royal Army. People like Jewish culture, like Prowler. Oh, the bar, a renowned tavern in the entertainment district of Royalhaven. One generally needs a referral from a current regular just to get in. Expensive, ornate, and lavishly decorated, its typically shady clientele provides a sharp contrast against its glitz. Prince of Montario. That's a prince. I guess he's a rogue, but still. An elderly rogue man who is prince of the Principality of Montario, the eastern country that is part of the 3 United Kingdoms. One of the 5 members of the Senate, he rushed to Grand Trad following the sudden death of the king. Montario has been the center of sanctism since annexation, and the ruling family, the once royal family of Montario, has been devout sanctists for generations. Interestingly, it is perhaps due to the royal family of Montario's close ties with Forden's family that Forden was able to ascend to the highest position in sanctism, despite being rogue. Prince of Oceania. Does he have a name? Do they have names, by the way? One of 5 members of the Senate, a Rosant man serving as Lord of Principality of Oceania. He rushed to Grand Trad following. Okay, who cares? Wait, that's not what I wanted to do, sorry. Joanna's true self. The Lady of Martyra and true criminal behind the series of kidnappings that rocked the town. She went mad with resentment after the old tradition dictated that her child be put to death, but her wits returned after hearing from Heismay, who also lost his child for senseless reasons. She offered to be the head brought to the exhibition in place of Heismay, who would be cleared of his false accusations. The group trusted her to come to the exhibition on her own, which she did, to her credit. Rella, Hey Rella. Rella Sickness, a young Ishkia woman and magic healer affiliated with the Crown Theocracy. Her mastery of healing magic is beyond her years, many calling her the best in the kingdom. She was even brought before the king to heal the prince, despite being no more than 12 years old. Interesting. Healing magic requires delicacy, making it difficult to wield through magic igniters. Thus, magic healers often move in wealthy circles throughout the kingdom. Despite her great abilities, Rella has long served as a healer for the common people in the capital. Her devotion to the public without regard for wealth or fame has led many to respect her, and she is often referred with the title of Saint. Big old poofy shoulders. I think that's due to her clothing. I didn't realize actually. They are quite poofy. Katarina Gran, a candidate in the tournament for the throne, a Paripus bounty hunter of unrivaled skill. Though some scoff and consider her promise to place bounty on the rich absurd, she has garnered modest support. Most of that comes from the poor people of her tribe, but there's also a contingency who've come to support her after seeing she was a youthful beauty. Gorgeous! Oh, I'm not even done. Hold on. Oh, Julian. Who? Julian Castilian, an Ishkia candidate participating in the tournament, the second son of a noble family and child prodigy, excuse me, who was the youngest to ever gain a seat at the former Mage Academy. However, right as he made his breakthrough as the author of the innovative ideological book, The Future of Magic, and rose to fame, he expanded his platform as an animal rights advocate. His Gauntlet Runner, Art to the Future 3.0, uses no animal-derived parts, but it lacks power. How many fucking people are there to talk about? Who are these people? State Army General. One of the 5 members of the Senate representing the army before the king's death. The highest rank one could attain in the royal army was general. The king then served as a military leader, uniting all the generals. With the king's seat vacant, the Senate needed an interim representative for the army's interest. Thus, the provisional rank of High General was created so these responsibilities could be temporarily assumed by someone other than the king. Forden appointed this man to the position, and so for the present time, he represents the entire army. Interesting. Igniter Consortium Head. One of the 5 members of the Senate that represent the Igniter Consortium, an organization which oversees all things igniters in the kingdom. Though said to be an Ishkia, I see no wings. Their strikingly unusual appearance, including a magic igniter as an artificial right eye, makes it difficult to confirm by sight alone. Despite its name, the Igniter Consortium isn't actually an independent entity, but more like a shell company through which the Crown Theocracy extends its reach. It was they who arranged the consortium's monopoly in the first place. The Igniter Consortium single-handedly manages igniter production, regulation, and military outfitting, as well as magic collection by accumulators, all while maintaining tight control over the spread of information regarding igniter creation and its inner workings, per the Crown Theocracy's direction. It also sells civilian-grade igniters wholesale to Lycon Magic Association in Grand Trad. Okay.
Fancy a bit of info.
What can you tell me about the Avian of Gracia Forest?
Want in on this?
I'm guessing you're after the Dragon Thistleberry. The Casados that lords over that area loves them too, so be careful. The Casados will unleash terrifying attacks if it sees an opening. Some might even kill you instantly. I recommend having magic that hardens your defenses, and I hear it's weak to projectiles, so having those won't hurt either.
Nice.
Got it.
Okay. And these are, we get to learn about the bosses of the place. Of the places of each sections of the ship. Fuck it, may as well get them all.
Fancy a bit of info?
Sava, you say? He's the Caradrius Guard Chief. Oh god, I can't read, man. Sava, you say? He's the Caradrius' Guard Chief. Got some business with him. He's not someone you'll have the opportunity to meet with often. His job's to patrol the Caradrius, on the lookout for intruders. The Chief of Security is no pushover. He's a powerful opponent who's earned Louise's trust with his strength. They say he's got an almighty igniter that can damage any foe. Won't be easy to guard against that. I hear he's weak to projectiles and lances though. Maybe his reaction time's slow, what with he bearing that big helmet and all. That's about it. Remember that on the off chance you find him yourself against him.
So?
Okay. Junior Devotee Cabia.
Fancy a bit of info?
The Caradrius the Caradriists. I gotta figure out how to pronounce that name. I'm not gonna lie. The Caradriists, Caradrius. I'm gonna say Caradrius. Helm has been Cabio, stationed on the bridge. He's a fervent supporter of Lady Juna. I have to say, I know how he feels. She acts so sweet and has such a lovely voice. I'm swooning here. I'd almost think she was a goddess. I'm not paying for that. What's his fighting style? You're planning a spar with him? Well, he's the only one Luis granted the privilege of being the helmsman amongst all his minions, so you can bet he's a strong one. Nice. Having said that, he's weak to electric. I hear he had a traumatic experience in a storm once, and rumor has it, when this weather gets rough, he even turns the steering over to his second in command. Port Corridor, Glecom.
Fancy a bit of info?
Master Sergeant Glecom is in charge of the Port Corridor. Quite frankly, he's an absolute loon. Don't tell him I said that though, I value my life. He's an intense person in a lot of ways, but the way he fights in particular is, as I said, quite mad. He starts yelling like a madman and swings his axe all around him. You'll want to watch out for it or it'll daze you. If I recall correctly, the magic shop sells equipment that protects against that. Might be worth checking out. All the blood rushes to his head, so he falls for being provoked really easily though. If you bring someone to act as a decoy along, I think you could beat him without much hassle. Ideally, you won't have to fight him. If you do, keep that in mind.
Guess so.
We need a decoy then. You know, I think there's a skill that would be useful. Like a knight. How many fucking people have I got to fight? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fancy a bit of info?
That old maintenance chief Saber, huh? He's in charge of the starboard corridor. Can't take a joke, so I've never gotten along with him. He's as strong as you'd expect, considering the authority he's been given. His magic that repels attacks is especially impressive. As you can guess, if you try to physically attack him, it will bounce right back at you. The more you put into it, the more you end up hurting. That said, his barrier doesn't repel magic, but magic isn't especially effective either from what I hear. To win, you'll need to find a way to perform physical attacks without having them bounce back at you. Not that I expect you'll end up fighting him. Okay. Dispel Tetracon, or whatever it's called. Okay. Oh, so these bosses require actual tactics?
Fancy a bit of info?
There's a man named... Yeah, he's a tough customer. What, an acquaintance of yours? Then you might already know this already, but he's a large man wearing armor who holds strength is justice as his creed. I hear he was once a competitor at the Colosseum too. Nice. He's strong, of course, but not invulnerable. Rumor is he's weak against burn and poison. Since he's wearing all that armor, it's hard for him to just take it off and deal with those. I'm sure paralysis and stun will work too. But Luis values power, and so while the old Battle Axe might have some weaknesses, if Luis trusts him, you can bet he's strong as blazes. Thank you. I spent about fucking 12k on that. Ooh. Okay.
Wonderful.
I'm trying to figure. I'm just looking around, seeing what I can do around here.
All right then.
I can learn tolerance.
How absurd!
Executing Joanna, the Sanctus Church fails to see which issues are truly pertinent. It is the true intellectual creatures that should be protected. The talentless being slaughtered by humans is hardly important. And you're not talentless?
Well.
Small wonder that fools like you are ignorant to the true nature of talent. Incidentally, are you literate? I find ignorance tremendously vexing, so here, I shall bestow this gift upon you. I received the magical future from What? This is the book he wrote himself, isn't it? Well, at the end of the day, it's still a book. So why not read it in the running when you're free? What?
What now?
I can just get books from talking to people sometimes?
Say there.
Bloody hell, okay. Imagination from the Sancta.
Lovely.
There's more.
All right then.
Oh, there's a quest up there, but how do I get up there? Oh.
Wonderful.
Gone clammy all over. What am I gonna do? Grand, innit?
Dear me!
Stop!
Dear me!
How's it going?
I'm not entirely sure. I should probably visit everywhere. So that then I can unlock the fast travel.
Hello. All right then.
Oh my!
It's you.
You're the young man who dazzled at the exhibition, aren't you? I enjoyed your unique presentation tremendously. Your accomplishments were hardly impressive, but if polished, you may shine. As a special favor, I'll allow you the honor of joining my entourage. No, thank you. There's no need to be modest, or do you seriously think you have a chance in this competition? Such hubris. If you refuse to be mine, perhaps you should cease to exist. Okay, damn.
That reminds me.
Looks like Bard and the guard called Captain has something he wants to discuss with you. Anything else you'd like to check?
That's right.
There's a new bounty out.
That reminds me.
Let's... Hulkenberg, Eisman. Damn, those bastards think I'm making this up? I definitely saw it. I know I did. Yow! I'm in no mood to be gawked at, kid. My teeth are killing me here. Hurt so damn much, I've started seeing tooth monsters. At this rate, I'm gonna need my teeth extracted. Almost all of them. If only some kind, generous soul could help me. I need a sir. He's just talking into the air. Alright, toothache. Oh wait, toothpaste. You learned about toothpaste. I knew you seemed reliable from the first time I laid eyes on. I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. Right, you were a candidate at the exhibition. Then that makes this easy. The thing I need is just a quick jaunt away if you've got a gauntlet runner. So what's this item you're looking for? It's the pride of Inundo, the toothbrush, the toothbrush, not paste, of Hygienia. Really? I need you to buy one for me. Of course I'll reward you, and you'll have my vote, whatever that's worth. I'll wait for you until August 9th. Any longer, and I really will have to get them all pill pulled. So please.
Let's give it a shot.
So I've got days to do that. And I've unlocked Inundo, which is
That's where you want to go.
just over there. We passed it, actually.
Just can't stand it.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
All right then.
And another quest over here.
How grand. Excuse me?
Make me your apprentice, please. You're that candidate from the exhibition, right? One of my friends saw and started talking about how cool you were. Did you like the part where the woman got beheaded? So I want to be like you, mister. Please let me be your apprentice.
Kidding.
Oh, so that's why. But we can't exactly take a kid like you with us. If you want this friend of yours to notice you, I'm sure there's another way, like getting them something they like. Oh, that might be good. It's my friend's birthday soon, so a gift would be great. Maybe flowers from the old flower shop? Oh wait, my friend wouldn't want any old flower you can get from the city. That's boring. I got it. I'll go exploring outside and look for a wild flower. Sure, if you want to be eaten by wild humans, it's way too dangerous for a kid to go wandering out there. We've got a gauntlet runner. So how about leaving this one to us? You're really nice, mister. Then, will you bring me a flower?
So...
You could become Zai's supporter in return. Basically, you just got to cheer him on to help him become king. Oh, easy. I'll be your supporter, promise. I'll just wait here till you get the flower. My friend's birthday is August 10th.
All right.
Okay. Church.
Give it a shot.
What else?
Hey.
All right, we saw this before.
All right.
What else have we got? What is that building there?
Hey.
Skirt.
I love it.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a magic shop. Okay, gotcha. Like Glum Hall in Grand Trad. You are
Until next.
weather person.
Simply amazing.
All right then.
Okay, let's go this way.
Well,
Right now I'm exploring the town, seeing what's about. which is bizarre.
All right then.
Okay. Kind of funny how this game so far is one massive election. Pretty much. Presidential race.
Welcome.
Hey, you there, lad. Finding yourself parched, and do I have the water for you? What? Hold on. How much? What? Oh, 51k worth of shit. Hell yeah. All right. Go on, why not? No, I just, there we go. Fruit cordial. Oh yeah, I gotta buy all of that. Briny salt. Let's grab, oh, not that many. Let's grab about 5 of those. So let's, I've been sitting on that money. Yeah, I've been sitting, I don't know, man. I think that all came from the last dungeon I just forgot about, because this is the first time I've been able to go shopping since defeating the last boss. This is the first amount of actual free time I've had since Monster Baby. So